What is going on? Welcome to Ruu S Room. Well, I mean, not today, but welcome to Ruu S Room. I am Ruu, aka the Culture Black Kid, and today we have Lamira. She is a 19-year-old Venezuelan, born Sydney residing dance and reggaeton artist, but her stylistic bag runs a lot deeper than that, and me and you both know that. She has just released her debut single Dame not too long ago. Lamira, how are you doing? And none of that pass you in the lobby of the studio. How are you doing? Like for real, how are you doing?
Bro, I'm doing great. Like I'm so happy and I feel blessed from all the opportunities that I've been receiving lately. So yes, it's just been amazing.
That's good. That's good. And now I said, Venezuelan born Sydney residing artist. Is it true that, you just became a Australian citizen not too
Yes,
long ago?
sir. Yeah, so I just became a Australian citizen like I think 2 weeks ago, which is so like I've been waiting for this for so long and I sacrificed so much for that piece of paper. So yeah, I'm so happy that I got it finally.
100%, 100%. Well, congratulations. I'm looking forward to getting into this conversation with you. We met, not too long ago at 301. As you have mentioned on your songs and in your Instagram bio, Nicholas Mendoza is your engineer. Fun fact, he is also my engineer. So, we have that in common. Yeah, let's get this started. So this interview isn't like a typical interview. I'm not asking the standard. So tell me about your latest single. What inspired you to get into music? Blah 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 blah. We are gonna get deep. That I hope we're gonna get. Not too much into your personal business, not in a shade room type way, but just peel back the layers of who you are as a person a little bit more. Based on that, and to get this formally started, my first question to you is, what percentage of yourself do you think people really know about you?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think like as in the public, like my listeners and stuff.
No, like your close people,
Oh,
like your
oh,
circle.
oh, my circle. Oh, no, 100%.
Are they know 100% about you?
Yeah, like yeah,
No,
yeah.
nothing held back. They know every
Okay, I'm gonna
gritty
say
detail.
99% because
Okay.
that 1% is probably things that we haven't like talked about it at all. Like
Hmm.
the topic, like it hasn't come up.
Right.
So, but when it comes up, like they will know 100%. But like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%.
So when you're in the session, you got your manager Ash, you got Nico, and you're like, guys, I have a secret to tell. they
Yeah,
they
no,
know, they're
no,
like, we already
literally,
know what's
because
up.
honestly, the way I work, like when I do, like when I'm writing or when I'm like, I don't know, singing or whatever, I need to make sure that the room is like very like transparent. Like everyone there is like, black and white, like yes, no type of thing. So with them, I create a relationship that they know like everything about me. Like even when I get my period. Like that literally is like how deep is like
Yeah.
we're family. We're family. So like yeah, they know everything about me.
Do you think that helps you in when it comes to that musical like relationship and the family that you have within that space?
Yeah, for sure. Like it just helps so much. It makes the process smooth to go smoother. Like it's just easier because you know it's like no one is perfect at the end of the day. But like it's about growing and learning, and they make that process to go much better, like much
Hmm.
faster and everything. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. And speaking of music, and for those who don't know, again, I just mentioned Dame is out right now, but it is your debut single, which
Mm.
means that you're holding on to a lot in the bank. Now, maybe this is a little kind of sneak peek into just whatever you have just sitting in the vault. How much of that percentage, so that 99%, do you think you've shared in your music?
Ooh. Okay, this song is the one that's I will be dropping in October
Oh,
next
sneak
month.
peek.
So I'm not gonna tell you the day,
No, of
but it's
course,
already
of course.
October. Um, it's very like it's very me. It's
Mm.
very like intimate. So I guess what I I'm heading and what we all trying to do is like, okay, I came out with Dame, cool. That's for the people to know that okay, she's Latina.
Yep.
She is like reggaeton,
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean, Venezuelan. Boom. That's there. That's established. Now, who is she? So that's when we're like, okay, this is what I've been through. Let me tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah.
So that's what's pretty much next. So I would say in the percentage, we're getting like a 30, but like
30%.
a 30 that is very deep.
Right. Yeah.
Like a
so
deep
it's like
30.
a nice rich 30. That's like,
Yeah.
Is cocoa like rich in Venezuela? Like what's the import of like coffee and chocolate? Is that
like for us it's like coffee. Yeah, pretty much coffee. Yeah.
So it's like a rich 30% of like the coffee, Venezuelan coffee.
Yes, pretty much. But
no, I'd be the first one to say that I'm very excited to hear it because Dame set the vibes off right, and it's only right that you maybe switch it up on him and be a little more personal, bare your soul a smidge, and be like I'm versatile too. I'm not just coming with banger after banger after banger. I can get emotional with y'all as well.
Yeah.
But that's dope. Well, hopefully through this interview and this next part, which this is the part that I'm very much excited to do. The people listening and watching out there can get to know a little bit more of you, maybe a little bit more in that 99% or that 30%, however much you are, prepared to share. So this next part of the interview, the main course, is this little show and tell that I have devised. It is, I got the idea from this dating show that me and my partner actually watch, called Love on Stage. Shout out to Kev on Stage. Shout out to Melissa Fredericks. And on the first date of that show, they do like a little show and tell to, it's not in person. It's over, online as well. And it's a nice little way to get to know someone, rather than it's like, again, the typical questions that you ask in an interview. And, get to know you on a lot more in-depth level. So, hopefully you got some interesting items or, things on you if you do. If not, at least the stories that come with the items. You ready to get into the nitty-gritty of these questions?
Of course, let's do it.
Yes. All right. So, my first question for you is, what is something that represents who you are as a person? Who is Lamira as a person?
In theory, like, sometimes I think that it's something to do with like an object or something that represents me, right? But like, I thought about this and I was like, what really represents me is my culture. Like,
I see the Venezuelan flag in the back.
Yeah, always, man. Like, always. Like, I think that's something that I will carry on with me forever, wherever I go. Coming here to Australia as a young person, like, I came here when I was 13 by myself. Like, when I left my country, I always made sure that, I knew where my roots were and like where I was coming from and stuff. So I think that gave me a lot of courage to just keep going and just pursue my stuff, because I'm like, I know where home is at the end of the day. So my culture, like my country, like I rep it like everywhere I go. I'm like, bro, I make sure if I meet you, you know that I'm from Venezuela. Like, and that's something that's so beautiful,
I guess if you had a physical item, you could have held up the flag.
Oh, what? Like, it's over there. Like, literally, we got it. You know what? Let me grab it.
Yeah. There we go. The Venezuelan flag, for those who do not know. Do you know the history and do you know what each part of the flag means?
Yeah, I do know. So the yellow was for the gold and like how rich our country like is. Because like we are like one of the richest countries in terms of the soil and the minerals and stuff. So that's what it represents. The blue is for, because like we are in the Caribbean waters, like the oceans, the lakes, like we have like I don't know if you know, we have the biggest like waterfall in the world, which is Salto Angel. And it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like 900 kilometers like fall. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's a big representation. The stars that represent, I actually don't know how to say in English, but like las provincias for like, yeah, I don't know how to say in
Provinces?
English. Probably.
Yeah, so
It's like in terms of like the
states.
states kind of thing. Yeah, the red wall is for the blood for the people that fought to give the independence of my country, which was Simon Bolivar and the crew, which actually they gave the independence to a lot of countries in South America. So obviously, like the little emblema,
Yeah.
which like that represents like the tribes, each little one of those things. I don't know how to do it in English, but yeah,
No, I get what you mean.
it's all like little meaningful stuff, and
Right.
yeah, and the fauna, and then the animals. So
Yeah, dope. History lessons with Lamira. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, you're a Australian citizen now. Do you miss being there?
yeah, I do a lot.
Yes. Is
A
there
lot.
plans to travel back anytime soon?
It's kind of hard. Not gonna lie. It's very difficult to go in or out of my country.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm looking into it, but it's just so expensive and like, yeah. But hopefully one day.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, second question. What is the last sentimental gift you received from someone?
The last sentimental thing that I received from someone, it was this necklace that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah. So it's a cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a promise, and this someone is just like a very special person in my life that promised that was gonna be there for me like forever. You know what I mean? In our different journeys, but like always together. So it's something very beautiful that I always carry on with me. I've never
For sure.
taken it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very
For sure.
very close to my heart.
For sure. Is this person around here, or is it, back home?
No, it's actually in Australia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very beautiful how you can like find other people like in the other side of the world
For
that
sure.
you really connect, and then like they're just my best friends. So it's just
Definitely.
it's just beautiful.
That's dope. Cool. That's a really, really nice gift. I'm sure the sentiment is, really beautiful. I'm sure there's deeper levels to the story. Again, I'm not going to be TMZ getting into your business like that, but I love that. So question 3. What is the first most important piece of equipment you ever bought or received?
Okay, so to be honest, I think I have this laptop.
Yeah.
Which I bought, which is a gaming laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think that was like one of my things that I bought for, specifically like to work on my music and things.
Yeah.
But I was actually thinking about this question, and when I was little in Venezuela, I used to work. So when I was like 9, 10, I used to work as a cashier. Like, okay, guys, in my country, you can work. If you're a hustler, you're a hustler and you make money.
Yeah.
And that's on period. So I used to work at this cake shop, and then these little white radios, like they came out. It's like a U-boom type thing, like a JBL, but like very like bad quality. But anyways, when that came out, I was like, oh my goodness, because I used to love music a lot, like in dance and sing and whatnot. And I was like, I need this. Like, I need this to practice my performance. And it was all these crazy things. So I remember I worked so hard for this little white radio. And when I got it, was the best thing ever. And yeah, I think that's kind of like a childhood kind of thing that I got. And it was like for my career.
Yeah, dope. You don't have to remember the first song. That would be really difficult. But is there a song that, like that brings back the memory of that radio, that white radio, or like that you can hear coming out of it that like really triggers that I remember exactly where I was?
I do. It's called Siete Locas. So it's like seven crazy girls.
Right.
Like it's just that song used to pop like so hard back in my country, and it's just like the most like reggaeton like bro, it's just dirty.
The
but
way
like,
you rolled your R into that, I was like, oh yeah, no, it must be a banger.
yeah, it's like super dirty, and like, but it was just like a vibe. So Yeah, like I play it sometimes, like
Mm-hmm.
just random, like I'll be like, I'm gonna play that song, and I just imagine me on my bicycle just putting that rhythm, like yeah, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. All right. What is an object from or that represents one of your last gigs or last sessions?
Well, honestly, guys, on the 5th of October, it will be my first performance. Like I'll be
Oh, okay.
opening
There we go.
to Ashwaraya,
Mm-hmm.
which is a local artist. Yeah, so I'm like super blessed with that. So honestly, I don't have a item yet
Mm-hmm.
that I'm like always carry with me other than my book and my pen.
Yeah.
I have to use a particular pen to write.
Mm.
Otherwise,
It's like the
I don't
magic
feel
pen.
like right. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like my magical pen. So yeah, I think that will be my item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. To I guess go off that question to maybe trigger something a little more specific. Is there? Have you had a favorite session so far? Like with an artist, or maybe it could be just the again Unico Ash, but
First session. There's a few sessions that is very like that have some highlights. I would
Mhm.
say. Um, there was one with actually one of my favorite sessions is with this kid called Swim Good from Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I had so much fun doing a session with him. And then this other producer, Unique Flavor, like
Mhm.
they were so fun. But always I have like lots of fun with Nico, like
Mhm. Of course,
and Ash.
he's a
Like
blast.
it's just a blast, bro. It doesn't feel like I'm working. I'm just having fun and
Yeah.
making music. So
And finally, what is something that represents your dreams, aspirations within your field?
well, um, I was thinking of as an object, like I have like pictures of like a manifestation
Mm.
board type
Yep.
thing, and then that's like kind of like what represents where I'm trying to heading, and like also like in my wallpaper, like I will have like a little collage of like photos and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's more like I think it's more like a thought, I would say,
Right.
and a feeling, and like doing everything that I can to work towards it.
Mhm.
So I think that's like, yeah, that's something that represents like where my aspirations and things. And as a person, if it was to be like a role model or something,
Mhm.
like funny enough, like I would say like Ash. Like I don't know, she's like a role model in terms of like business and the way she works. She's like a beast at
Yeah.
everything. Like she just gets everything done
For
and
sure.
everything. So yeah, it's just so many little things that inspire me and like
For sure.
to do it. So yeah, it's just everywhere. But yeah,
Yeah.
like
dope.
photos, the feelings, like when I train, like stuff like that. That
Mhm.
already like represents me and like
Mhm.
where I want to go. So
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. Final couple questions. What is a personal moment that stands out to you that has impacted your music in a certain way?
oh, okay, this one I'm gonna get real deep with this.
Yes.
So I think it was this year. Yeah, I think it was this year. My little brother stayed over, and then my car wouldn't start,
Mhm.
right? And this is like the financial parts of music,
Mhm.
right? So pretty much my car wouldn't start, and I was with my little brother because we were
Yeah.
gonna go out to grab some ice cream
Mhm.
or Macca's or whatever he wanted. And then I was like, yeah, let's go. And my car wouldn't start. So my car is manual, and then I had to push it
Mhm.
to start it. And
Yeah.
he actually helped me push it.
Yeah.
He's like, mind you, he's like 9 years old. He helped me push it, and he's a very strong little boy.
Mhm.
He helped me push it. We got the car started, and I was like, yep, let's go, jump in. And then when he was in the car, I was like, he was like, you know what, Samira? Like I know you're gonna be famous and you're gonna have money, but when I become famous and I have money, I'm gonna buy you a car so you never struggle with this again.
Oof.
And that I started crying, and he's like, you are gonna be so big, and like I love your music, and you're not gonna push a car ever again. And bro, when that little boy told me that, I was in tears. Like,
Yeah.
I was sobbing. I was like, oh my goodness, this little boy, like, sees how I struggle. And he understands, because I don't see him that often,
Mm-hmm.
because I live quite like an hour away.
Yeah.
And I'm always just doing, like, for example, today I got the interview, and then after this I need to work with Nico, and then we
Mhm.
gotta have to go to 301 for rehearsals,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
this and the DJ, and like, it's just my days are becoming like more busier and busier.
For sure.
And yeah, like, he understands. Like, he never has, oh, why don't you, like, demand. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, like, when can I see you, type of thing. Okay, that's okay. Like, I know you're working, I know you're doing your dreams, it's okay, like, I'll see you soon.
Mhm.
And it's just like so beautiful, that gives me motivation to keep pushing and pushing,
Yeah.
to like make it in the music. Yeah.
For sure. No, if there's, I don't want to hear that, no one teared up to that, because, I even felt it. I was like, no, I can't be crying in the club right now. Does it feel great having a especially like a family support system like that, especially
Yeah.
from a sibling? Because, siblings sometimes, it's siblings are siblings, you fight with your
Yeah.
siblings, and it's, friendly, but, deep down, how does it feel to have like a sibling that's like, nah, but genuinely, like, I want you to have everything in the world, and I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, that's so, like, I just feel like blessed.
Mhm.
This little boy has gone through a lot in his life, in his young age, and like, I admire him like a lot, like. And yeah, it's just very special, and just gives you motivation to just keep going, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
For sure.
yeah, it's crazy, because I always say, like, you choose your family, you know what I mean? So my family is like Ash, Nico, and my little brother. Like, the rest is just like, it's not just because you blood doesn't mean that the family, you know what I mean? So at least I get to have him with blood, and as a sibling, and he looks up to me a lot. Like, I rollerblade, he made me want buy him rollerblades, and now he rollerblades, and he's rollerblading super good, and I'm like, boy, when did you learn? He sees me, and he's just like, I want to be like you, and I want you to be proud. And I've told him, like, man, I'm proud of you, with you just saying hi to me,
For sure.
So yeah, so it's yeah, I feel blessed to
That's
have him.
dope.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I have had an absolute blast. For just, for those who don't know, this is actually the first one of these interviews that I'm doing. It was an absolute honor to have you on. And yeah, to close off, I want to pretty much just ask what is happening in your life right now, what is coming up, what should the people make sure they go back and check out?
Well, guys, pretty much on the 5th of October, I'll be opening for Ashwaraya.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have 3-4 more shows in October, which obviously they will be announced as we go. Just look at my page, like, follow my journey, and yeah, and just enjoy the ride.
For sure. For sure. And, make sure you stay tuned for the song that's coming out.
Oh, the
whenever
song, of course, October. I'm not telling you guys when, but like, it's coming. And if you get your tickets for Ashwaraya, you'll be listening to the song for the first time.
Dope.
So
Dope.
yeah,
dope,
there you
dope.
go. I'm just leaving that there.
Well, make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you stream Lamira. Make sure her details are in the bio and all that stuff. Make sure you go follow her. What's your handle?
It's Lamira.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. Once again, I've been Ruu, aka the Culture Black Kid. This has been Ruu's Room. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Bye.